Hello class, welcome to lesson 8.1 example 3. In this example we are going to determine how to find each function value. How we do this is we're typically given in our directions a function. It's read if f of x equals 6x minus 4, find each function value. So what that looks like is, notice that instead of writing f of x here, I wrote f of 3. So that means I replaced my x with a 3. So that means where the x occurs in my function, I replace it with a 3. So that means I have 6, instead of times x, I have 6 times 3 minus 4. So 6 times 3 minus 4, 18 minus 4. 18 minus 4 is 14. So I say f of 3 equals 14. And that is my answer. I move on. Let's try another one. Instead of having x, I have negative 5. So I have 6 times negative 5 minus 4. So negative 30 minus 4, negative 34. So I say f of negative 5 equals negative 34. Keep going. Let's try some more. Instead of x, I have 8. So I have 6 times 8 minus 4. 6 times 8 gives me 48 minus 4. So f of 8 equals 44. In our last one, we have f of negative 9. So we have 6 times negative 9 minus 4. So that's negative 54 minus 4, or negative 58. And I say f of negative 9 equals negative 58. Sorry, that got really smushed there. Okay, so let's practice with another function. So we have if f of x equals 3x minus 9, find each function value. So we're going to do roughly the same thing. We're going to, instead of having x, we have 12. So we plug that 12 in. So we have 3 times 12 minus 9. So 36 minus 9, which is 27. So I say f of 12 equals 27. Again, I replace x with 9. I say 3 times 9 minus, should be minus 9. So 3 times 9, we have 27 minus 9, that's 18. So I say f of 9 equals 18. This one's a little bit different, only because it's not just a number. But I set it up exactly the same. I have my 3. Instead of writing x, I'm going to write 3x minus 9. Okay, so I have 3 times 3x. Okay, we're multiplying, so that becomes 3 times 3 is 9. And we still have that x there. And we still have minus 9. Does this just become 0x? No, because remember, these are not like terms. This is saying that I have 9 x's, and I'm saying that I want to subtract 9 ones. These are not the same thing. I have x's and I have ones. I can't combine those. The simplest way to write that is by writing 9x, because that tells me how many x's I have, minus 9. That tells me how many ones I have, okay? So we leave that just as it is. It's 9x minus 9. The only thing I have to do is say f of 3x equals 9x minus 9. Let's try it with negative 7x. We have 3 times negative 7x minus 9. 3 times negative 7 gives me negative 21. My x goes with that because we're multiplying. I say minus 9. Since my 9 doesn't have an x and my negative 21 does, I can't do anything else. So I say f of negative 7x equals negative 21x minus 9. So that's how we go about finding different function values when we are given both the function and then what number we want to plug into our function. I hope you find that helpful. Have a good day.